What is going on, everybody? WeedleTwineedle here, and we are backing it with another Wi-Fi battle, and this one's going to be against Angelique. Now, looking at her team, as you can see, she has a very busted team consisting of several Ultra Beasts, Aegislash, Tapu Lele, Gyarados. Not a fun team. My team, I have Turtonator, because that Pokemon looked fun to use, and I'm using a Alolan Executor because I want to try him out, and I'm using Ribbony because I was suggested to use that, so I wanted to try it out. And yeah, this team is pretty fun. I pretty much have 2 broken Pokemon in Mega Alakazam and Greninja on there, and just a bunch of really bad Pokemon on there, because that's how I battle and that's how I balance it out. And my opponent just has ridiculous powerhouses. You can actually see my face in the corner there, because I'm just trying to check to make sure that my phone didn't record any extremely noticeable glares, because that happened the previous 2 recordings. That one, my cat knocked over my recording setup, so I had to re-record it, and then the second recording there was just a big glare in the screen. So this is the 3rd time recording this video with the camera, and now I'm narrating it finally. So turn 1, I lead with Like and Rocket C leads with Xurkitree, or she actually, it's a girl. So turn 1, she's actually just gonna fire off the energy ball. Turn 1, that's gonna bring me down to my Focus Sash, which is good for me because, you know, I'm done my Sash. I was kind of thinking that the Xurkitree was Choice Scarf, just because Scarf Xurkitree is a common thing if you see it run. So it's either Scarf or Specs. I don't see a Life Orb, so I think he's probably Choice Scarf or Choice Specs. So I'm going to bring in my Rinka, assuming he's locked into Energy Ball, as she's just going to go for the Energy Ball again with Xurkitree. Rinka, the Turtonator, is actually just going to eat that up like a monster. And now Xurkitree is going to be forced to withdraw, and now she's going to bring in her Necrozma. But here, I make a pretty big boy play. I expected her to switch into her Necrozma or Tapu Lele, just because I could have went for the Dragon move or whatever. So I double switch out into my Ribombee. Yeah, it's Ribum, not Ribbon. Ribombee. Damn, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure, but I'm actually going to go for the Calm Mind. And yes, guys, before you leave me a comment saying, "Oh my god, it learns Quiver Dance, what are you doing?" Well, Quiver Dance plus Baton Pass is known as a very skillless strategy. So instead of doing Quiver Dance and Baton Pass, I decided to handicap myself and give this thing Calm Mind instead. I'm actually going to go for the Infestation onto the Necrozma here, because I figured initially she would want to get up Stealth Rocks and Necrozma, and now she's actually going to go for the Z move. I was assuming this is a Psychic move at first, and she's just going to use the Z move, and it's going to be Shattering Psych, so this is going to hurt me a lot. Yeah, I think it's like 200 base power. I'm not too sure how strong this attack is, but regardless, it's going to hurt a lot, and I actually live with 4 HP. I didn't expect to live that, but the Calm Mind boost definitely made that possible, as now he's going to take more damage from Infestation. Unfortunately, Infestation is my only offensive move, because this thing was supposed to trap stuff and then proceed to set up Calm Minds and just Baton Pass out afterwards. So, going to go for the Roost here with my Ribombee, as now the Necrozma is actually going to go for the Dark Pulse here, probably thinking that I didn't have Recovery, but I do, because I wanted to have this thing set up on Pokemon. And honestly, guys, I do apologize if I sound different. I'm actually very under the weather at the moment, and it's taking a lot to narrate this video without being yucky or sounding yucky, so I hope you guys appreciate that. I'm gonna go for the Roost here on my Ribombee, and that's also why I haven't been uploading, because I've just been hella sick, and it's just unfortunate, but it happens every time the weather changes. Just I get super sick, and it's just like, ugh. So he's actually gonna go for the Prismatic Laser, which I think is on Necrozma's signature move, if I recall correctly. So I'm able to take that after the Calm Mind boost, as now I think that requires a Recharge turn. I actually didn't know about that until this turn here, because I didn't know Necrozma's signature move was like Hyper Beam. But I'm going to go for the Calm Mind here, as you can actually see the tissue box in the background. Yes, I'm actually using, what was I using? 2 tissue boxes to block out the glare, and yeah, so that's pretty cool. That's how ghetto my, like, if I were to take a picture of my setup, guys, you'd be like, holy shit, this guy's really ghetto and old-fashioned. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go for the Baton Pass here with my Ribombee, as I have my 2 Calm Minds up, and now I'm just gonna Baton Pass out into my Greninja, and this is my Ash Greninja, because I don't have Protean Greninja, and plus that is broken anyway. Ash Greninja is also broken, but he actually goes for the Prismatic Laser, so I'm actually able to take that, as now I'm just going to go for the Water Shuriken. I am Choice Specs Greninja. I thought it was actually Life Orb in this battle, so I actually go for the Water Shuriken just so the, just because I didn't want to miss, honestly. And now I'm going to turn to Battle Bond, And I realized here that I wasn't Life Orb. I thought I gave this thing Life Orb, but I think I was using it in the battle tree and I gave it Choice Specs instead, so something else could hold Life Orb. So I'm actually Choice Specs, which is just unfortunate because now he could just bring in Tapu Lele, and even though I'm at +2 Spadef, I'm pretty sure Tapu Lele's Moonblast can still knock me out pretty comfortably. And I am locked in a Water Shuriken, and since Psychic Terrain blocks priority moves, I can't stay in and go for the Water Shuriken, so I kind of choked there in a way, but like, not much I can do against the broken Tapu Lele anyway, so I'm going to sack up my Lycanroc here because it's pretty much fodder anyway because rocks are up, as she's just going to go for the Moonblast here. I hate Tapu Lele so much. It's literally one of the most broken Pokemon they've released, in my opinion, honestly. Besides, like, Uber Pokemon that are supposed to be broken, like this as, like, legendary, like Zapdos, Articuno, it's pretty much the same thing. This thing is really strong. Luckily, Specs Greninja's Hydro Pump was able to knock it out. Otherwise, I would have been screwed. I can't take this thing out with anything else, so I had to go for the kill there. As now, she's just going to bring in her Flex. I'm like, I could just easily kill this thing with Hydro Pump. But this thing ends up being Choice Scarfed here, as I find out. So, she's just going to go for the Leech Life here onto my Greninja and knock out my Greninja. So, I guess I could have, like, should have assumed that she was Choice Scarf, but I thought maybe she was just... Because this Greninja doesn't really have any switch-ins besides her Mega Gyarados on her team. But other than that, this thing doesn't really have any switch-ins because Specs Hydro Pump's so powerful from this thing. Now I'm just going to bring in my Turtonator because I know she is locked in a Leech Life and I do resist Leech Life. So I know she's going to be forced to switch out unless she wants to take you know, the fire move. So she's going to bring in her Gyarados here. As I'm here, I expected her to switch out. I didn't think it would be into Gyarados, honestly, but I guess it makes sense because Gyarados obviously water type. But I'm actually going to go for my Z move here. I didn't really know what item to give this thing because it's just kind of like a random thing I EV trained. I'm like, alright, max HP, some defense, and some special attack. Alright, Turtonator, let's do it. And I don't know, I didn't really know what to run on this thing because this thing is just like so different. Like, I don't know, its typing is incredible, but it's just its move pool and other stuff's just really bad. So I decided to run Infernal Overdrive. It does absolutely nothing, but I expected her to switch into something else besides Gyarados. And honestly, I'm pretty sure the Infernal Overdrive would have done more than Dragon Pulse anyway, because I was using it with Shell Trap, which is 150 base power. I'm pretty sure that Infernal Overdrive was 200 base power, which Have is 100, which is still stronger than Dragon Pulse. So, yeah. I think that was a good play. So, now she's going to Mega Evolve into Mega Gyarados, turn into a big, threatening piece of shrimp. Very scary, as now I'm just going to go for the Dragon Pulse with Rinka, my Turtonator, as I'm hoping it is able to knock him out, but I already know in the back of my head it's not going to knock him out, as now the terrain disappears from the battlefield, and now I'm pretty much forced to sack my Rinka. I actually just go for the Shell Trap here because I figured she'd have to go for the aggressive move, so I may as well show off the fact that I have it, as now she's going to go for Crunch. I'm actually able to live because this thing's defense is actually really good, and luckily I'm actually able to get the Shell Trap off, and Turtonator actually just 1v1 Mega Gyarados. That's pretty good. I mean, low-key, Turtonator's broken, even though this thing's probably going to end up in, like, NU, honestly, but, yeah, that's unfortunate. That's the unfortunate reality of this Pokemon, and half the Pokemon I use, they're all really incredibly bad, so when I lose, it's not a surprise, because I'm like, wow, maybe if I wasn't using Turtonator against an all-Ultra Beast Tapu team with 2 broken, like Aegislash, like what the hell am I facing, dude? Like I thought people like, and usually when the new generation comes out, people like to have fun, but this guy is just like, man, I'm gonna use every legendary I can and just try to win. But then again, this guy's team isn't really balanced either, so I don't really know what to say. But I'm gonna bring in Executor, swing that neck, as I'm just gonna go for the Protect, and you can't even see Executor because it's so freaking tall. I love it. As she's actually gonna lock herself into Ice Punch with Buzzwole, so I'm actually gonna choose to withdraw. Don't want to sack my Executor yet because it can be nice for circuitry. And I'm just going to bring in my Ribbon Bee as Death Fodder. No reason to keep that thing anymore. I would have loved to use Quiver Pass. If I used Quiver Pass, I could have actually just straight up stuffed the Greninja. But Quiver Pass is broken, and I don't want to be known as a person that uses broken Pokemon to win. So, or broken strategies, rather. Sorry. But I'm going to bring in my Alakazam here. I'm like, okay, this thing's Choice Scarf, but I'm pretty sure Mega Alakazam outspeeds it. Mega Alakazam outspeeds freaking Scarf Buzzwole. Sorry. So I'm gonna Mega Evolve the Alakazam, my cereal killer, and get out all my spoons for you to kill some cereal. I'm gonna trace his Beast Boost. This is my main intention here. My win condition now, since my Greninja was dead, was get Alakazam in on Buzzwole or Xurkitree and hope I can just KO them before they can KO me and get the Beast Boost and Special Attack. So I'm actually going to trace Beast Boost here. Well, I already traced it, and get a Special Attack boost from killing the Buzzwole, which is really nice because now my Alakazam special attacks through the roof. Now she's going to bring in her Aegislash, and I was really hoping that Aegislash would not be able to live the Shadow Ball. I mean, I am modest Mega Alakazam, so this is a very powerful attack at +1. As luckily we're able to knock out the Aegislash. I'm pretty sure he was banking on the fact that he could live that, but there was no way at +1 for Mega Alakazam. This thing's special attack is ridiculously high. I mean, Xurkitree's special attack is actually higher, but like, this thing's incredibly fast, which makes up for it. And Xurkitree, I'm pretty sure this thing is Choice Scarfed as well. I mean, it could be Specs. I don't really have any confirmation, but I'm pretty sure this thing is Choice in some way. And this is just going to knock it out with the Psyshock. Mega Alakazam coming through in the end of the game, taking advantage of the broken Pokemon's abilities there. And I'm actually able to pull a win out of my butthole in this game. So that is going to be the battle, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, likes and comments are cheers as always. And the question of the day is going to be, what is your favorite battle theme from Pokemon Sun and Moon? And my favorite battle theme has got to be the Kahuna battle theme when you fight them. It's definitely one of my favorites, but I like to switch it up on Wi-Fi because I know if I listen to the same music every video, it would get pretty boring. So that's going to be the battle, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll check you guys in my next video. Alright? Peace.